Hello everyone, Tricia Morris here at Club Scrap. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. It is beautiful here in Wisconsin today. And if you are familiar with this area of the country, the weather can vary wildly from day to day. And you show up at work in the morning with a heavy winter coat on and you leave with your sunglasses and no jacket at all. So, you never really know what's going on. Hey, Julie, good to see you out here. Is Alicia in the house? Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I think I saw her name on that list pop up. Today's beverage of choice is a black cherry seltzer. Currently enjoying that right now. That's your little commercial for another product that I'm just enjoying. Maybe we could set up a deal with them. Anyway, I do like my seltzer waters. I don't know, I switched from soda pop, whatever you call it where you are, a long time ago. And yeah, I do enjoy this. So anyway, you feel that too, Tricia. I feel that too, Tricia. All right. Hey, Alicia, it's good to see you out here. So as you have heard, there is some special news we are releasing today. Maybe you already have seen what we're talking about, but if not, you're in for a real treat. I'm so excited to share this special release collection with you. Now, just in case you're new around here, a special release means you won't receive this unless you order it. Okay, we won't automatically send this to you, so don't worry. Hey, Pat, how's it going? You know, Pat, I just was cleaning through and re-looking at all the birthday cards that I got in the swap this year, and the little note that you put inside my card is now on my bulletin board. It just made my day again. So thanks, Pat. I look forward to seeing you soon at camp. Hi, Patricia from Texas. Oh my gosh, I can see all kinds of people coming in, checking in. Thank you for saying hello. I love that. If this is your first time popping by, for sure, let us know about that. And I see a lot of new names. This is so exciting. Oh, hi, Marie. How's it going? Are you home right now? Are you actually home? Hi, Donna. Oh my goodness. A lot of familiar names too. It's very, very cool. And I know this time's probably kind of, I don't know, arbitrary, but noon seems to work. So some of you, it's still morning, and probably for Hetty in the Netherlands, it's probably 7 at night. So I hope this time works. I think the consistency helps, even though the day varies. By the way, speaking of lives, next week, Thursday at noon, we are scheduled to go live with the November collection. So if you are curious to see what we have lined up for the the month of November, you are going to love it. I'm very excited about this. It's a very happy and cheerful collection. And I don't know, I was just talking to Deb. She's collating the paper right now. And she said, I just don't get sick of looking at this one. Because trust me, she looks at these collections all day for many, many days consecutively collating those papers. And she's loving it. It makes her happy. So that said, oh, I think I need to turn on some lights. Here, hang on. I forgot to turn on the big light. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got some more light going on. Hey, Jeff, how's it going in Orlando? All right. Now, I'm going to set aside my water before I spill it. And also I'd like to point out these pretty flowers here. Deb gave those to me on Monday. I had no idea it was Boss's Day, along with the beautiful cards. So that was so sweet. I mean, seriously. All right, are you ready? Let's take a look at this. This is the Woodland kit. Now, if you remember, last year we had a wildly popular Christmas collection called Woodland Christmas. This is just Woodland. And we originally conceptualized releasing this specifically for our campers meeting us up for in a couple weeks in November. 3 weeks from today, yesterday, we'll be at Silver Birch Ranch Camp scrapbooking this collection. And it was kind of designed for them, but what we do for them, we want to do for all of you too. So, hey, from Montana, Lynn is here from Montana. That's awesome. We got a lot of geography covered here. This is great. Okay, so I'm going to have you look at my ceiling for a moment and switch the views here. So you're looking at the Woodland collection. I think I'm going to start out with the papers themselves. Now we've got a couple of prints here. So 2 of these. Now, so there was Woodland Christmas. This is Woodland. So we've just kept a lot of the original art but added some really fun little critters, and more on that in a moment. But you can see along the top and bottom edges of this print, We've got some really cool artwork. And then, as is true for scrapbooking designs, you have to like be cognizant of the fact that you are going to bring your pictures to these prints in your unique way. So that's why things are designed like this. It's a very a unique way of designing that Jacqueline has absolutely mastered. I'm sure you can agree. So this is we're calling this the raccoon print, and we're calling this the fox print. And that's one of the original Woodland Christmas foxes, and then with some more smiling faces added, as you can see. Isn't that darling? Now, the plain sheets in this kit, you're gonna love. It's a really unique color palette, and I love it. It was inspired by, I think I was perusing, and it was a National Parks color palette that I kind of found, and I thought we had all the papers that we could find them anyway, because paper is real interesting right now. But there's a gorgeous teal, 2 sheets of that, 2 sheets of this pressed light blue color. All the papers are 80-pound cover, a nice brick, and then a dark brown, really heavyweight there, kind of a muted yellow or a maize color, and then 2 nice shades of green. And to coordinate with all of that, of course, we have the cut-aparts. So to help you in your page making, you have journaling prompts. A couple of things you can fussy cut in this collection. It's not a lot of work, but it creates a nice effect on everything. And we have some border strips here. And again, a nice combination of all of the artwork to create that woodland effect. We've got a nice feather element that we've added to this. Now, the coordinating embellishments include, this is actually called a granulated ribbon with a grosgrain edge. So it's like a 7/8 inch. It's really beautiful. And it's very easy to work with. It reminds me a little bit of a taffeta ribbon. It's very pliable and soft to work with. So when you tie a knot with this, it's not real bulky, which I like. Then in the 5/8 inch department, because we try to vary the ribbon sizes, we have a brick colored grosgrain. And then in the narrow department, we have a lovely natural colored jute. One of my favorites to work with. It's just really versatile. And it's nice if you have things with smaller holes that you want to attach to your page. It can bring the eye, and I'll show you how I did that in a moment. Now, the rest of the goodies include these really unique cork square stickers. They just kind of add a little bit of nature to the feel of everything. And then we found, these are actually buttons, but they have a single hole, and they are in the shape of a arrow. And then we found a 2-hole wood button. It's pretty flat, relatively speaking, with these really cool colors that really match beautifully with the kit. So you get 3 of those. And then I gotta show you, I'm loving the charms. Okay, so this is a really cool pine tree charm with a moon shape in there. And then you've got your deer, and again, relatively flat. They'd also make fabulous earrings. I don't know, but that's, you got a pair of each. So you get it, if you, you know, skip the kit embellishments and just put some ear wires on these, you've got a set of 3 holiday earrings. And then this really cool, really pretty sized, actually, mountain range charm. So pretty. Now, let's see, that's the kit. Of course, your kit comes with instructions, and I want to point out that if you go to our special release area of our resources tab, special release instructions, make sure you're looking at Woodland and not Woodland Christmas. Don't get those confused when you get download your instructions. And then the video, the link to the video tutorial is embedded in there. So yes, there is a full video workshop, and I'll walk you through sorting and trimming all the papers, and then some hot tips on how to finish those layouts. Now, here is the cool news about this. Y'all know Julie Heyer. She works here, and maybe perhaps you've talked to her on many occasions on the phone or maybe through email. But I'd like to introduce you to her daughter, Shannon. And Shannon happens to be the artist that created all of those additional images for this kit. Now, she interned for us last summer just to help grow her portfolio. Incredibly, she's completing her senior year of high school this year. So it was an honor to work with this exceptional young talent. I just love giving a platform to these young designers and an opportunity to create for us. And she did not disappoint, let me tell you. It's been great to see her work with Jacqueline, and in tandem, you can see in the background on this picture, and this, you can find this on the blog too, but her images were created digitally, but just in such an amazing way, and it really enhanced the Woodland kit. We're so proud of her. So congratulations to Shannon, and thank you for allowing us to be part of your summer. It was great working with you, and we'll definitely keep you around if you're willing to do some more designs for us as the opportunity arises. Now let's take a look at those finished pages. We've got a really just nice page one here, again featuring, and that's what works so nice about the way Jacqueline designs these layouts, with those perimeter designs, and then the middle is open for your photos to be added. Now I've been talking about my little punch for a while. Let me show it to you again once here. This is a badge holder punch, really nice and heavy duty, and I actually was able to find them. So we will be carrying these in our store online soon. So keep an eye out for those if you haven't picked up one of these punches yet. We can get one to you. And they're just really nice for turning a simple cut apart into something a little more special, a little more jazzy. You could also use a regular hole punch too, no problem. But anyway, you can see that's page one. On page two, I've added the feather here with the jute, and then a charm with the jute. Again, it brings the eye to those two elements on the page. Little foam adhesive to kind of make some of these elements pop. And that's a lovely layout here. Then here's layout 3, again switching to the brick background color, and you can see in the printed materials are just a perfect match to all of that. I get to do a press check every month to ensure that what we print matches the paper that we've selected, and boy, they just hit it out of the park. Here's another fun layout. We've got my badge holder punch again here, creating a nice topper for my tag and just string that ribbon around to the back. And then I just used our bookbinding glue to add a few arrows to these directionally associated quotes. Where to next? You got an arrow to the next page, of course. This guy's smiling at us here. It's so fun. All right, and then here, what are we on now? This is 5, layout 5. Front and center, I did this fussy cut cut apart, which has one of Shannon's feathers on it, but then it just matched perfectly the feather buttons. So I put that on top with a little bit of jute and accented some ribbon coming out of each side. Here's that cute little charm. And again, now here, if you remember correctly, on that first layout, this is the print where the raccoon is on the bottom. So with my method, I actually trimmed out those strips and moved the raccoon to the top. And that just adds some nice variety from when you're just flipping through the book. There's consistency, but everything's a little bit different too as you go through. So our chickadee's at the bottom here and the raccoon's on the top. Love how that turned out. Let's see. Oh, this was a fun thing. It just kind of did my chain linked bow situation. It's just 2 pieces of ribbon looped together without a knot so that it's flatter. And then I tied the pine tree charm right to it with the jute and then over this cut apart. As always, if you have a lot of photos from something, definitely just put a photo over that. The purpose of these cut aparts is to help you finish up your layouts without, you know, saying, oh shoot, I wish I would have taken more pictures. Then these elements on the outside kind of fill in the blanks for you. On this one, here are those really cool cork stickers. So I had what would have been a 3/4 inch scrap of brown. So I just trimmed it into squares, which happened to perfectly nest with the cork stickers. And on top of that, I could add that mountain range charm with the jute to bring the eye. Just think it's very sophisticated and elegant looking. Very pleased with that. Here's my little punch at work with some ribbon coming on the edges. Again, totally optional. And then finally, layout 8. My favorite little feature here is that I took the cut apart and I just pierced some holes in the upper corners, threaded it with the jute. And by the way, I did add the jute, a needle to the top of the jute so I could kind of get it through my pierced holes more easily, and then tied my knot on the front of the fiber and brought it around to the back. Again, I'll review all of these tips in the assembly video, and of course you can tune into that at your convenience. It's ready to go even now. So I need this kit. Donna needs the kit. Yes, you do. I think everyone needs this one. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun putting that together. I was gonna talk, because we just have this one kit to cover, but I know some of you have been curious about sort of how we go through the process here. And I can share from just my experience. What happens is when I get a prototype of the kit, and usually that includes those press check papers, I can dive right in and start working with it. I bring it into this photo studio and I take pictures of the kit itself, and then I just spread everything out and figure out what papers and prints I want to pair with what plain papers, and I just start cutting and assembling those pages. And every time I make a cut, I mark it on my little graph paper notebook. Then I digitize those cuts into those sketches, scan and stitch the layouts together, write the instructions, get them proofread. That's all there is to it, really. Not a big deal. But yeah, it is a fun process, and one that I just enjoy so much. I hope it shows. I hope that it shows how much fun we have here and enjoy what we get to do almost every day. It's not all fun and games all the time, but it's pretty fun. So, okay, I think that's what I've got. We got right now 70 people watching in our room right now. That's pretty neat. So thank you again so much for being here and for your encouragement and enthusiasm. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions about how to order this collection or how to add an order to your subscription, if you're subscribed, and if you're not, definitely think about joining us. We'd love to have you. You get substantial savings on the price of your kits if you are a member. So we'd love to have you as a member. And Denise, yes, this will be available at camp. And the good news is you already are going to receive one of these kits when you get there. So we are going to do this as a workshop. And so if you purchase one today, that'll give you 2 of them. Anyway, it's wonderful to see you all. Thank you for joining me. Have a terrific day, and I'll see you again next Thursday for